This G63 owner wanted to make sure that this vehicle stays in his possession. And how exactly are we going to fulfill that simple request? Well, it's quite simple really. We're going to add some proper additional security via immobilization and tracker, because the factory Mercedes security is about as useful as a submarine with air holes, right? So we've added two products on this to keep it simple. Autowatch Ghost Immobilizer, you've probably heard of it before, extremely common product. It's actually probably the most cost-effective version of security available on the market. It's not that expensive. And we've also installed a tracker, but not just any tracker. We've gone for a tracker that actually works on prevention opposed to cure. So we actually put an immobilization on top of the tracker to make sure that without a simple identity tag, it doesn't start. Now, we'll go in the car and I'll show you a bit more on how that works and also show you what the products look like. Now we are sat in this absolutely stunning G63 G-Wagon with one of my favourite personal colour choices or specs, which is green over brown. Absolutely beautiful. No wonder he wants to keep it in his possession. Now, I've obviously mentioned outside the Mercedes security is not absolutely brilliant, but that actually counts for nearly every car that's got keyless entry or keyless start. Okay, so these kind of security systems we put on this vehicle protect against any of those vehicles out there. So even if you've got an older car that's not keyless entry, but it's keyless start, you're still at risk, okay? Now, the Ghost Immobilizer, we'll quickly show you a demonstration of how that works. That's quite simple. I'm going to start the vehicle up on this one because this actually allows it to start but doesn't allow you to go into drive. So I'm going to start the car as you would normally. And then if I don't put my code in and I go to drive, the car will simply stall. Simple as that. So you'll hear the car start, but it won't actually allow them to go any further. And you can keep pushing start as many times as you want, the vehicle simply doesn't start. Now, the process in which this customer will drive this car, obviously now he's got a Ghost Immobilizer fitted, is you return the ignition on, obviously it'll start the car, whichever system you have on your particular motor. You put your code in, and I'm just going to put a generic code in for now, which is just for setting up, okay, which I'm going to use the paddles for example. Now on the dashboard, you might not notice, but it's going to flash between a couple of factory lights on the dashboard to tell me I've put my code in correct. It's given me the confirmation, so I know it's okay to go. I'm going to push the start button, and then I'm going to put it in drive, and it stays in drive, doesn't stall. Simple as that. It's an extremely effective system that doesn't cost a bomb, and it just works, and it will stop probably 99% of thieves out there. Now, if the Ghost isn't enough on its own, and this customer thought that, they wanted to go for an additional tracker. Now, I explained it had an immobilization added onto this tracker. Now, how that works, you have an identity tag, which is that tag right there. Now, you keep that on your person at all times, because it's simple. Without this tag, the vehicle doesn't start, okay? It's literally as simple as that, all right? Now, also, without this tag, if someone was to turn ignition on, for example, they had your key or whatever, the actual tracking company will get alerted straight away and will ring you within a few minutes to say your car's been started or it's had the ignition turn on without that present. So you get alerted early on. You don't walk out your house to find your car stolen and then ring the company, which by then is obviously too late. So very simple tracking system. It's got a good app for the phone where you can track it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you can also even go one step further with immobilization. Say, for example, you're leaving your car for a couple of weeks and at home, someone's got your keys, you don't want them to drive it. You can actually send a command from your mobile phone to the tracker to completely immobilize it from going anywhere. So even if they had that tag and your Ghost code, still not going to go anywhere. So great system. It's called the Deadlock tracker. Extremely effective. Now, between those two systems, we like to think your car's not really going to go anywhere. Even if it's dragged onto a low loader, the tracker's got a motion sensor in, so they're going to ring you to say your vehicle's been moved without the keys. Simple as that. So between these two systems, I think it's safe to say this customer can sleep at night and make sure his car's on the driveway the following morning and has peace of mind. All right, that is as simple as that. We also do other security systems, otherwise we can fit this on 95% of vehicles out there, these two packages, but we have also other security systems which we can tailor to your motor. But for now, I think that's about it on security. I'm sure this car will come back for more additions in the near future. But don't forget to subscribe to our channel. This is Connor from YouTube signing off. See you later.